everyone, this is Shelly J at UCPlaces, and today we're going to talk about how to create tours. Well, you might be asking, what kind of tour do I even want to create? Hey, that's totally up to you. Just imagine you're inviting the world to see some really cool places that you know about. You're sharing some of yourself with friends that want to see things that interest you. Creating a tour is super fun, super easy. Anyone can do it. Let's go ahead and get started. First things first, we need to go to UCPlaces.com. When you get there, this is what you will see. If you already have registered, you can just log in. If not, click sign up. It will ask for an email and a password. Go ahead and do that, and then we can log in. Log in, here's my name, my password. I'm going to continue with Google. All right, let's start creating. Click the create button. That will take us to our next screen, which is going to be a big map. I'm going to type in here a point of interest that I might want to go on. I think today let's create a tour of some art museums. So let's type in Metropolitan Museum, see what comes up. Yes, there we go. That's what we want. So the map will then zone in on what we're going to want to do our tour on. We can zoom in a little bit. Let's find where we want to start. Okay, so let's go ahead and create our tour. Here's some spots I think I would like people to check out. I've got the Metropolitan Museum of Art. We've got the Guggenheim Museum. That's a pretty cool place. Down here is Alice in Wonderland. I think those are all the ones I'd like to use. So let's come up with a starting point. How about we start by getting off the metro here? I click my button. Point of interest number 1 comes up. If you look over here, it shows up in my tabs. Our next destination is going to be Guggenheim Museum. Click it. Number 2 comes up. Nice route line is drawn here. Over here, number 2 shows up on our tabs. Number 3, Metropolitan Museum of Art. I click there. There's number 3. Let's pretend we've decided I don't want that one anymore. That's okay. X. It's gone. You can always add it back in. And it's back. Cool. Moving on, Alice in Wonderland. Great. We've now created 4 points of interest on our tour. We can go ahead and name our tour if we'd like up here. Be creative. I'm just going to call it Cool Art Tour in New York. Be more creative, but that works just fine. So now that we have our points of interest here on our map, this line here is there. Looks like a nice, easy route. Fantastic. What we're going to want to do is start recording some audio. It's very easy to record audio with this system. You just need like a USB microphone on your computer or the microphone on your laptop. Just make sure you speak clearly so that people can understand what you're saying. Our first point, what we're going to want to do here is this intro tab. This intro will actually play before people begin the tour, so you're going to want it to kind of introduce what's going on. So I've clicked that tab. I come down to my red microphone button, I push it, and I record. Hey, this tour covers some famous art museums. We're going to start at a subway station, so as soon as you get out, push the start navigation button on your mobile device and let's get going. So easy enough to record. Let's pretend I really messed up. I wanted to record it again. I just click record. It will record over what I've already done. Let's try again. Hello there, this is Shelly J. This tour covers some favorite art museums. We're starting at a subway station, and on and on. So you can hear what you've recorded by pressing play. Hello there, this is Shelly J. Ooh, yep, that's me, all right. So we're going to be doing that for every point of interest along the way. So that was our intro. And now we're going to go on to our first point of interest, which is the metro station. I'm going to click this tab, come down to record, and say a few things. As you make your way out of the metro station, head northeast toward Park Avenue. Keep going until you get to Madison Avenue, and then turn right. You're on your way. So when I make tours, I like to give a few instructions with my recordings just so that it makes it a little easier for people to find where they need to be going. Moving on to point of interest 2. We're going to record. The Solomon R. Guggenheim Museum, or the Guggenheim, is filled with Impressionist, Post-Impressionist, early modern, and contemporary art. The collection has grown over 8 decades, and over 1 million people visit this museum every year. And on and on. record whatever it is that you want people to know about that particular point of interest. Now we're going to go on to number 3. Click that tab, and let's go ahead and record here. There we go. On your right is the largest museum in the United States, the Metropolitan Museum of Art, or the Met. It averages over 6 million visitors every year. Inside you'll find works of art from ancient Egypt and sculptures from pretty much all of the European masters, so on and so forth. So get some good recording there. Let's move on to number 4. Our last stop is Alice in Wonderland Park. Wander through the woods, you'll come across it on your right. And here you will find statues of the characters from Lewis Carroll's Alice's Adventures in Wonderland. All right, great job so far. There's a few more things we need to add before we want to publish this tour. Let's just go here to point of interest number 2. You'll see in this box there's room to add a picture, which is fantastic. There's also somewhere to put a title. So let's go ahead and put the title in here. This is Guggenheim. Great. The attraction at this point is going to be, let's say it's an art museum. And the description, for this description we want it to be so that people, if they're reading this, they can pick out what this building is just by what you're describing. So how about big round art building. Okay. So let's go back to the intro button. Click that there, and we need to put a description in. This description will be shown on the app, so you want to make it a little bit more detailed, I suppose, but for the sake of time, we're just going to say walking tour of art museums. Speaking of walking tour, you see here where there's a car? Switch it. There we go. Now there's a little guy walking. So make sure if it's a walking tour that you have this little walking guy. So once we've filled in all the information here for all of our tabs, we're ready to save. Here's your save button. You're going to click it. That will upload your tour. There we go. Tour number 139 uploaded. And if you look over here on my user panel, there it is. You see the eyeball here has a line through it. That means it's not public yet. So if I want people to see it, there we go. And we're ready to go. After you've saved your UCPlaces tour, go ahead and share it. Share with your friends. Get the word out. Let everyone see these cool places that you want to show them. Here is a button here you can share with. Let me go over a few little tricks that I've learned just from creating tours. If you see this space here between 2 and 3, there's a lot of just walking time. Go ahead and get in there and maybe find some other spots that you want to create some more points of interest, just small, simple ones like, hey guys, on your right is an ancient playground. Take a look at it as you pass by. You know, just something to keep the tour flowing with. Another tip, guys, if you decide that you want to add something back here along the route, you're going to have to first delete the points of interest that come along after that, which also means you will have to re-record any audio that you have already recorded because then you've had to delete it. So just make sure that before you start recording and putting time into it, just get your route down. Spend a little extra time making sure the route is exactly what you want before you start recording. All right, so that just about covers it. As soon as you click save, it'll start showing up in our UCPlaces app and people can start taking the tour. So go ahead and start making some tours. Remember, you are showing off to the world things that are dear to you, things that you love, things that you want to share. I recommend creating a tour in your neighborhood, in your town, and go take it yourself. Check it out, see how it works. Get excited about it, tell your friends. It's a great way to share some of yourself with everyone out there. This is Shelly J. again here from UCPlaces. Happy to be part of this fun thing we've got going, and I hope to be taking some of your tours very, very soon.